Korean.
All right, Cassie, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a mask.
Okay, it looks like a special mask.
Yes, it is.
Why is it special?
It's special because it's a 미세먼지 mask.
Oh, not any regular mask, and
That's
it looks
right.
looks taller than other ones that I've
Right,
seen.
because
Thicker?
it's got this little pad on
Cushion?
it here. It's a cushion so that it goes around my nose. It forms a seal and everything, and
Yeah.
it doesn't smudge my makeup. So my
Okay.
lipstick is still popping.
Okay.
Wow.
Maybe I need one of those.
To preserve your lipstick, obviously.
yeah. Today we are talking about 미세먼지.
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, the 미세먼지
Literally.
is literally
It's
everywhere.
literally everywhere.
But the topic is everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all over the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 먼지, according to this article that I found on the website of the Ministry of Environment of Korea, 먼지 is usually in the size of of the diameter of somebody's hair,
With the human hair.
Oh.
of the human hair.
see.
But 미세먼지, what we call microdust or fine dust, is usually 1/5 or 1/20th of a hair's diameter.
Oh.
So it's very, very small.
Very, very small, yes.
Hence the name 미세.
Yeah.
미세 is like very small.
That's right.
미세.
미세하다.
미세하다.
Yeah.
It's like microscopic, right?
Yes, yeah, very small. So fine dust or microdust. And I believe 미세먼지 can be generated through various activities, cars running,
Yeah, that's right.
factories.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah.
But why do we always see 미세먼지 on the Korean media all the time, especially recently? Let's talk about this.
Recently, yes. It's been really, really bad recently.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
why.
when I first came to Korea, I've been in Korea for 9 years now. And when I first came to Korea, I didn't even know what 미세먼지 was. Like the first year, 2 years I was here, it
Yeah.
wasn't an issue.
Yeah. 미세먼지 is quite a new term actually
Yeah,
to
yeah.
us as well.
Yeah. So as we were growing up as kids, we didn't really get to hear the term 미세먼지. We didn't even know about it like until a few years ago.
Right.
I'm sure the term was around, but then my son, he knows 미세먼지. He also has that concept in his head, an understanding of whether today's 미세먼지 is severe or light.
Which is
And
sad.
It's very unfortunate. And he asks people like 오늘 미세먼지 어때요? And it just shows how it is affecting our lives, everyday lives.
Right. It's becoming part of culture, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my cell phone, like I just got a new cell phone like 3-4 months ago. And before that I had a very, very old cell phone.
Yeah.
But on that one the weather app didn't have anything with 미세먼지 on it. But now my new phone, it's right there underneath the temperature. It's
Yeah.
today the fine dust is very bad or
Yeah.
it's moderate.
Exactly. I've seen people actually getting happy, excited about rain. Like,
That's right. Yeah.
because it'll finally wash the dust in the air, especially like car owners. Rain is never a piece of good news
For car owners.
For car owners, because you have to wash your car, or if you've just washed your car, it's gonna get dirty again. But these days, people don't care. Like, I want clean air. I don't
Right.
care about dirty cars.
Yeah, I've never been happier about the rain before.
For that reason, and like, this mask, I think it's a testament to that effect. Like,
Right. And these just started coming out. Like
Yeah.
this year is when these sort of fashion
Yeah.
masks.
How
have
much
come
was
out.
it?
This one I actually don't know. I got it as a gift. So
Okay.
I don't know how much it was, but my guess is it's probably fairly expensive.
I'm
Probably
sure
like,
it's over like 3,000원, 4,000원, or 5,000원.
I would say it's probably in the 만원 range at least.
Is it reusable?
Yeah,
Probably.
I was
It
gonna
has
ask that.
actually, so it's reusable, yes, but it has right here
Okay.
a
you have
Filter.
to-
replaceable filter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this part you can rewash and reuse and everything, but this part, after like a week or so, you should probably
Okay.
throw it away.
Yeah. So this kind of market wouldn't exist without
Right.
the like severity of the problem.
That's
so
right.
I also have a stack of masks under my desk, and I bought like 100 of them. Like a few years ago, I wouldn't need to buy 100 different masks,
Right.
let alone actually use them.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it's like the disposable ones too. Like few years ago when 미세먼지 started getting kind of bad is when like all these big brand names started coming out with their own versions of like the masks, right? And then all of a sudden this year it's like it's just keeps stepping up and stepping up. They get like even more advanced until you get these things.
Like, what do you think is the reason for 미세먼지?
To be honest,
To be honest, you can be honest. Like,
China.
China,
Yeah.
A lot of it, I think. A lot of it is related to China. But I think also there are domestic reasons as well.
Of course, yeah. I don't think any one nation or area is 100% to blame or even necessarily
Exactly.
like a bulk of the blame either can go to any one nation.
It's a problem when everybody's like thinking, oh, I think it's at least more than half from China. Like it's a problem when the government or I guess government officials say, oh, it's not from China, it's us, you know. The previous government, the previous administration actually blamed the mackerels that people cook.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like, so
really?
don't grill
The
so
fish?
much. Yeah. So people.
The smoke.
There was
The smoke,
There was actually a statement saying, "Don't eat so much grilled fish at home. You know, obviously you're just polluting the air." So that's a problem, of course. That's too far in the extreme direction.
Personally, I think that we need to stop pointing fingers and being like, oh, this is to blame, that's to blame. Look for solutions.
Solutions
I think
are
stop,
more important.
like, with all the effort into just like blowing hot air, you're like you're producing more pollution. Stop this and start making you know,
so different
solutions to it.
Yeah, exactly. Different experts are saying different things, and we don't know exactly what is the biggest source. We know there are multiple sources. So I think there are efforts being made, of course, like Korean government officials and Chinese government officials have actually met to discuss this matter. They will have something in place this year and in the coming years. But what's unchangeable as a fact is that it's just part of our daily life.
It is,
Unfortunately.
I wish we could change it.
I mean,
I really wish we could.
Hopefully in the future.
Hopefully,
Kids know about it, kids talk about it. That's unfortunate. And I think this is of course not a good thing per se, but one optimistic thing about it, positive thing about it is people are more appreciative of good weather days.
That's true,
Today the weather's gorgeous, right? And we were like so happy. And I think 10 years ago we had more days like this all the time.
We could see the clear sky every day, but not these days. So whenever I see like clear blue sky, I'm so happy. So I think that's making people appreciate the good weather more.
Right. In my hometown, actually, my dad told me stories of before I was born. Apparently, the smog problem, like this sort of pollution problem, was actually really bad in my hometown. It was similar to how it is here now. But he said that I don't know exactly what the government did, but they did something. And after I was born, the air was completely clear. So it's not like we're beyond hope. You know, things can happen. It's just you know, right now it's very bad.
And also, I'm not sure if it's true, but apparently air in the late 80s, it was even worse than the air now in Korea.
In Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just people didn't care about the clearness or the, at the time.
And also there was one thing that I wanted to mention as well. There are some procedures taken by government offices and buildings because when the air is really bad, sometimes those feel very superficial. Like one time I drove to this relatively big building, and it's a place that I visit regularly. I won't name the building, but they didn't let the regular visitors know that they would have the 자동차 2부제 that day. 2부제 is like you have an odd number plate, you can't park there.
Can't park.
Only even number plates can park there because today is even number date. I didn't know, so I had to actually drive there. The same amount of carbon dioxide and emission gas was emitted. I drove there and they said, oh, so sorry, you can't park here, park in the next building. So I drove more to go to the next building and park there. What's the point? I know obviously the government said, oh, you all these big buildings, you should implement this plan. But then there are better ways to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Message people the day before, maybe.
Yeah.
That's really ridiculous.
It is ridiculous because the building that they suggested that I park the car was like a good, I don't know, kilometer away. And they even had shuttles if people wanted.
Shuttles? That sounds like it's compounding the problem a bit.
And also because of all the masks that people are making. You know, this is plastic too.
Right. This is also production. This is also
so this
factory.
will become micro dust in 10 years, maybe 5
trash.
years. Trash in the ocean.
Yeah.
So it is kind of like a compounding problem. It's like a lot of the solutions are not truly solutions. They're just like cover-ups. So I think everyone, like not just the government, I think everyone needs to kind of like look at their own habits as well.
Right. So the topic of today's video is 미세먼지, and the point of it is not like us three experts discussing
right, no, not at all. Just like the cultural aspects of it, because it's like a huge thing that didn't really exist a few years ago.
Exactly. And recently I bought my parents a 공기청정기 finally. And that was, you know, it's like, it felt like buying them a new refrigerator, buying them a new television set or something like that. It's a nice gesture that a son can do. 10 years ago, you know, if you buy a 공기청정기 air purifier, like,
they'd be like, what? Why are you buying me this?
Why are you wasting money on this?
Yeah.
But my parents were very thankful, and I'm sure they are like boasting about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my son got this air purifier, air cleaner for us. You know? So it's deeply rooted now in our culture.
Yeah.
A lot of families even have more than one.
I have 3.
Yeah.
You have 3
here.
So that's that, everyone. 미세먼지, and since these days young people like to shorten everything.
Oh yeah, I know.
What is it, mimon?
What they call,
Is it mimon?
Mimon,
Really? They call it mimon?
Yeah.
Mimon.
Everyone calls it mimon.
Why?
I mean, it doesn't supposed to sound cute.
It sounds cute.
I'm not happy about that.
What? It's so cute. I feel like it should be like a little
I'm not
tiny
happy
animal
about
or something.
I mean, it's tiny.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
We cannot even see how tiny it is. So
now I'm imagining like a little sea bunny. That's what like 미세먼지 looks like the little slugs with the ears.
Attacking your lungs.
Yeah.
Inside.
This really cute thing, but it's like like biting.
Yeah. So I hope you could actually find some useful information, tidbits of information here and there in this video, and let us know what kind of topics you want us 3 or
4
other
or 5.
other 3 people without me, or without Cassie, without Kyung-hwa, or you know, I don't know. Let us know ideas about future topics.
We'll see you next time.
Let's go.
Bye.